Hello students, good evening to everyone. In this video, I'm going to continue the chapter linear equations in two variables. And in this video, I'm going to deal particularly with the topic graph of a linear equation in two variables. Now let us first take an example to understand what will be the graph of a linear equation and how to plot the graph of a linear equation in two variable. Okay, now let us look at the example. Look at here, a graph of a linear equation in two variables. For this one, okay, now means actually I'm going to plot the graph of a linear equation. First, we have to understand how to plot the graph of a linear equation. We are going to plot the graph of a linear equation in Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. And in the previous chapter, you have studied what is actually coordinate plane or Cartesian plane and how to locate the position when the coordinates are given to you. Okay, you have already studied this one in the previous chapter. So by using that knowledge, you need to draw the graph here. Okay, now look at here. I'm going to consider an equation. It is already considered in your NCERT textbook. I'm going to consider the same example, and also while defining the solution of a linear equation in two variable, I have considered the same equation x plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay, so now let us consider a linear equation in two variables, and this is actually the equation, and I am going to write on this one as equation number 1. So now you have to list out some solutions of equation 1, and it is already known for you. In the previous exercise only you have solved that problems related to an equation will be given to you, and you need to find out 3 solutions or 4 solutions like that. Now I'm going to write down the solutions directly. I'm not going to evaluate, but because the procedure is already known for you. So now look at here. In the first column here, I'm going to write down the x values. This is the first row actually. I'm going to write down what values of x, and here I'm going to write down the values of y. Okay, I'm going to choose the values of x actually. Okay, we are going to fix the value of x, and then we are going to calculate what will be the corresponding value of y for equation 1. And in the third row, I'm going to write down the solution in this form, ordered pair form. Okay, so now let us look at here. I'm going to consider the same numbers what he has given in your textbook. First, I'm going to place x is equal to 0. Okay, you can choose the values for x, but don't choose for y. It will be the corresponding value of corresponding to that of x is equal to 0. So that's why if you place x is equal to 0, means it is like an independent. You can choose anyone, but don't choose y anyone. So like, because you need to place this one here, it will become 0 plus 2y is equal to x, and then y is equal to 6 by 2, it will become what, 3. Okay, it's already evaluated, so that's why I'm not going to evaluate here. I'm going to write down directly. So now look at here, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3, means x comma y will become what, 0 comma 3. Okay, this is the solution of 1. In the same sense, I'm going to put x is equal to 2 now. Okay, x is equal to 2. If you place x is equal to 2, 6 minus 2, it will become 4, and then 4 divided by 2 means it will become what, 2. Okay, so that's why the point will become what, now the solution is 2 comma 2, like this. In the same sense, I'm going to put now 4. Okay, so now if you put x is equal to 4, 6 minus 4 is equal to 2, and then it will become y is equal to 2 by 2, it will become what, 1. That's why the point will become what, 4 comma 1. Okay, like this. In the same sense, you can put one more value, 6. Okay, x is equal to 6. You can choose any value. If you want to write down 5, you can write down 5. So I'm not going to write down 5, because you will get fraction something. That's why. Okay, in the next step I will put 7, and I'm going to calculate for you. Just wait. So for x is equal to 6, it will become like this. So x is equal to 6 means 6 minus 6, it will become 0. Okay, and then y is equal to 0 by 2. Y is equal to 0 by 2 means it will become what, 0. Okay, so therefore the point will become what? 6 comma 0, like this. Till now I have put only even numbers, because the value of y will become integer, that's why. But if you put odd number, you will get a fraction like this. Now I'm going to put 1. Let us see what will happen. If you place x is equal to 1, it will become what? On shifting towards the right side, 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 means 5. 5 by 2. Okay, 5 by 2 means what? It will become 2.5 actually. Okay, so now look at here. When you place the odd number, the y value will become like this, fraction 2.5, 3.5, like that. So that's why 1 comma 2.5. You can also locate this one in the graph sheet also. So that's why look at here in the third column. So whatever the order pairs I have written, they are actually what? Solutions of equation 1. So now the next thing is I'm going to look at all these points. In this way you can find out infinitely many solutions. Okay, just I have found out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 solutions. I have found out 5 solutions. You can find out any number of solution, because a linear equation in 2 variables has infinitely many solutions. Okay, so that's why I'm going to stop here. But if you want to continue, you can continue here for 8, 10, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, 3, 5, like that. Okay, then also you will get the corresponding value of y, and you can write on the solution. Okay, now the next thing is I'm going to look at these points on the graph sheet. You must write on this one in the graph sheet only. Don't write on in the notebook. You have to use graph sheet. It is compulsory. Now I have already written the Cartesian plane here. Look at here. So this is the Cartesian plane, and I have considered more positive axis, because here all the numbers are actually what? Positive. Okay, so that's why I'm going to consider more positive axis. Okay, positive x-axis and positive y-axis. And the next thing is you have to write on the scale. Okay, so now look at here. If you write on the graph like this, okay, like this, 1 from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, and also in the y-axis same thing. Then the scale will become what? For 1 centimeter, from here to here 1 centimeter is that. For 1 centimeter it is equal to how much? 1 unit. Okay, for 2 centimeter it will become 2 units. For 3 centimeter 3 units, like that. But you have to write on only for 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter means 1 unit. And in the y-axis also 1 centimeter means what? How much? It will become 1. Okay, so but if you consider 2, 4, 6, 8, like that, 1 centimeter means become 2 units, like that. Okay, but for this scale it will become 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit for both x and y axis. And one more thing I have written in pen actually, but don't use pen. Okay, you have to use the pencils. Okay, so because if I use the pencil, it will not be clearly visible for you, so that's why I'm going to use the pen here, so that it is clearly visible for you, I think. So now the next thing is I'm going to locate these points. Okay, it is already known for you. So now look at here, the first point 0 comma 3. Okay, look at here, the third row only, 0 comma 3. 0 comma 3 means it lies on which axis? Now look at here, x coordinate is 0 means it lies on y axis. Okay, I told for you in the previous chapter, on the y axis x coordinate will be 0, on the x axis y coordinate will be 0. Okay, like that. So that's why 0 comma 3 means it lies on y axis, where it lies at exactly equal to 3. Okay, now look at here. So this is actually the point. Okay, so this is the point 0 comma 3. Okay, this is the point 0 comma 3. Just mark that point. And the next thing is 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 means, now look at, x is equal to 2 and then y is equal to 2. Okay, where these two lines meet each other at this point. Okay, so this is the point 2 comma 2. Okay, 2 comma 2. And the next point, it is 4 comma 1. Okay, 4 comma 1 means on the x-axis 4, on the y-axis 1. Okay, where these two lines meet each other at this point. Okay, so that's why this is what? 4 comma 1. So remember, First one you have to look on x-axis, and the second y coordinate, look at this one on the y-axis. Remember, don't reverse these things. You will, if you reverse this one, you will get a different position. That's why 6 comma 0. Now look at here, it lies on x-axis, where it lies exactly at 6. Okay, so this is actually the point 6 comma 0. Okay, so the next thing 1 comma 2.5, you can also locate this one. Okay, so now look at here, on x-axis 1, here it is 1. 2.5 means where it is located, here it is 2 and it is 3. So between 2 and 3 there is a slightly bolded line, so this actually corresponds what, 2.5. so but x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2.5 means these two lines meet each other at this point. Okay, so that's why this corresponds what, 1 comma 2.5. okay, in this way you can locate the fractional number also up to 1 decimal place actually. Okay, up to 1 decimal place you can locate the position on the graph sheet, and it depends upon the scale actually. Okay, so now the next thing is I'm going to join all these points. Okay, so if you join all these points, now let us see what will happen. Okay, so now I'm going to join all these points. Look at here, so put a scale like this. Okay, so now look at here, so this is the point 6 comma 0, 4 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 1 comma 2.5 and 3. Okay, so all these lines seems to be lying on a single line. Okay, so now I'm going to join these points by a straight line like this. Okay, so now once you have to look at the points, all these points lies on a single straight line. Okay, so and you have to put the arrow mark at the ends, because this straight line will extends in both direction. Okay, in this direction you can extend, and also in this direction you can also extend this one. Okay, so by this what we can understand, if you take the solutions of a linear equation in two variable like this in this table, and if you locate all those points, and if you join all those points, you will get a straight line. Remember, so that's why very important thing is graph of a linear equation in two variable is a straight line. Remember, very important point, graph of a linear equation in two variables is straight line. You may ask this one in the one more question. So like this, graph of a linear equation in two variables is option A straight line, option C is equal to parabola, option D it doesn't have a regular shape like that. So then the answer should be equal to what, straight line. Remember, so now I'm going to write down some conclusion by this here. It is very important. Okay, so now look at here, the first conclusion I'm going to draw is graph of a linear equation, graph of a linear equation, graph of a linear equation in two variables, is a straight line, remember this one, it is always a straight line, graph will be straight line. And the second important point is, okay, before going to that one, so now let us look at here. So actually I have placed 1 here and 2 is already placed. Let us suppose if I place x is equal to 3, what will be the value of y? I'm not going to calculate theoretically, I'm going to give this one just by looking at the graph. Look at here, so when you put x is equal to 3, okay, go in this direction, you will get, this is the point, means for x is equal to 3 you are getting this one point on the x-axis, and look at here what will be the corresponding value of y here. Okay, so now look at it, it will appear here. So what is this point, 1 and 2 in between, 1.5. so that's why when you put x is equal to 3, definitely you will get 1.5. okay, you can calculate this one. If you place x is equal to 3, definitely you will get y is equal to 1.5. In the same sense, okay, I have not taken x is equal to 8 actually. Now look at here, I'm going to give you, if x is equal to 8, what will be the value of y. I'm not going to calculate this one theoretically, just by looking at the graph I'm going to give this one. Now look at here, x is equal to 8. So now look at here, so where this line meets the straight line at this point, so what this point corresponds actually, -1. Okay, so that's why this one is equal to what, 8 comma -1. So that's why if you place x is equal to 8, definitely you will get y is equal to -1, and you can verify this one also. Now look at here, by this we can understand what, every point on this straight line, okay, every point on this straight line is a solution of equation 1. Remember, very important point, every point on a graph or every point on this straight line is actually what, solution of equation 1. Okay, so this is the second point, every point on straight line, every point on straight line is a solution of one, means equation number 1. But in the general sense, every point on a graph of a linear equation in two variable is a solution. Okay, and the next important thing is third one. So now look at here, I'm going to consider a point which lies outside of the straight line. Okay, so now look at here, I'm going to consider the point, this one. Okay, so what are the coordinates of this point, 2 comma 1. If you place x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1 in this equation will not be satisfied. In the same sense, if you take this one, okay, so what is the coordinate of this point, it is actually what, 3 comma 5. Okay, so this is actually outside of the line. Okay, I'm going to consider the points outside the line, outside of this straight line. So this is also outside of the straight line, this is also outside of the straight line. If you place x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5 in this equation will not be satisfied. Okay, you can verify this one also. So by this we can understand what, any point which lies outside of the straight line is not a solution. Remember, okay, any point outside of the straight line, any point outside of the straight line is not a solution of one. Okay, so that's why by this we can understand what, graph of a linear equation in two variables is a straight line, nature is a straight line. And the second thing, every point on the straight line, okay, you can take any point, if every point on the straight line is a solution of the linear equation. And the third point, if you take any point outside of the straight line, then that point doesn't forms a solution, means it is not a solution. And you have to write on this one as it is in your notebook. Okay, so there's not necessity to write on these points, 8 comma -1, 3 comma 5, 2 comma 1. Just you need to write on the points. Okay, what I have written, just write on these 5 points and write on the straight line graph, it will be enough. Only for understanding purpose I'm going to write on some more points in the graph sheet. Okay, don't write extra points, just write on these points and the graph and write on all these points. Now I will move on to the exercise 4.3. So look at the first question. Draw the graph of each of the following linear equations in two variables. And he has given 4 sub questions for you, means you have to draw graph for each sub question. Okay, the first one is x plus y is equal to 4, second one x minus y is equal to 2, third one y is equal to 3x, fourth one 3 is equal to 2x plus y. So among these 4 questions I am going to solve only 2 for you, and I will give the hint for remaining 2 questions. Now I am going to solve the first sub question, x plus y is equal to 4. Now look at the solution. given is already written. Given is what? X plus y is equal to 4. So now it is better to reduce this equation y is equal to something like that. Okay, for this purpose I'm going to shift to x towards the right side. Then it will become what? Y is equal to 4 minus x, like this. Okay, so now you have to write on the table. Okay, so table means you have to list out the value of y corresponding to the value of x, as you have seen in the previous graph. Okay, the same thing, and it is sufficient if you find out just 2 points actually, because to draw a straight line 2 point will be enough. Okay, so now I'm going to find out 2 or more points to draw the graph of this one. Now I'm going to find out the solutions, sub solutions. Now first I'm going to put x is equal to 0. Okay, so now look at here, I'm going to write on this one as equation number 1 and this one as 2. 1 and 2 are actually similar, but I have modified the equation 2. So now put x is equal to 0 in 2. Okay, then we get like this: y is equal to 4 minus x means 0, it will become what? 4. So that's why we get 4, and the point will become what? 0 comma 4. And I'm going to put what? 2 next. Okay, so you can put any number, but I'm going to choose for some numbers like this: x is equal to 2 in 2. So then let us see what will happen for y. 4 minus x is equal to how much? 2. 4 minus 2 means it will become 2. So that's why for 2 the corresponding value is 2. That's why it will become 2 comma 2. And once again I'm going to put one more number. Put x is equal to 4 in 2. Okay, x is equal to 4, and then it will become what? Y is equal to 4 minus 4, and it will become what now? 0. Okay, so for 4 it will become 0, therefore the required point is 4 comma 0. In the same sense you can put a negative number also, minus 2, minus 1, like that. Okay, so you can put any number. I told for you, just I'm going to put even number. Actually you can put 3, 5, 7, like that also. I'm going to put one odd number for you. Actually I'm going to take 5. Okay, let us see what will happen. Put x is equal to 5 in 2, then y is equal to 4 minus x actually. Okay, y is equal to 4 minus, I'm going to put x is equal to 5 actually, it will become what? minus 1. Okay, so this will become minus 1. That's why when 5 x is equal to 5, y is minus 1. In the same sense I'm going to put negative number for you. Okay, I'm going to put minus 2 actually. So now let's see what will happen. If you put x is equal to minus 2 in 2, then you will get what? Y is equal to 4 minus x is negative. Okay, so that's why put the bracket here. 4 minus of minus 2, it will become 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 means what? It will become 6. That's why for x is equal to 2, value of y is minus 2 comma 6, like this. Okay, so now you need to plot the graph. So now look at here, the coordinate plane is already written. The same thing, same scale I'm going to carry. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. So and now I'm going to mark the points. First 0 comma 4. Okay, 0 comma 4 means it lies on which axis? Y axis. And where it is located? On the y axis, where 4 is there. Look at here, on the y axis, there it is the 4. So that's why this is actually point what? 0 comma 4. Okay, and then 2 comma 2, second one. Here it is 2 and here it is 2. Okay, so this is actually the point 2 comma 2. And then third one 4 comma 0. 4 comma 0 means on the x-axis. This is a point 4 comma 0. Okay, so this is actually the point. And 5 comma minus 1 means for 5 it should be minus 1. Minus 1 means on y-axis. Okay, so this is actually the point 5 comma minus 1. In the same sense, for minus 2 it is actually 6. For minus 2 it should be equal to 6, minus 2 and then 6 on y-axis. Okay, minus 2 6 means this is actually the required point, minus 2 comma 6. Okay, so now all the points are already written. You must get a straight line. If you join all these points, definitely you will get a straight line. So now look at here, I'm going to join all these points. First let us use the scale now. Okay, so now look at here, all the points lies on a single straight line, and I'm going to join all these points. Okay, so now look at here, it is a straight line definitely, and put arrow marks at the end. Okay, so it's compulsory, because if you don't write on the arrow mark, it will become a line segment. So it is actually a straight line, means there must be there must be arrow marks at the end, and this is actually the graph of 1. Now here only I am going to give the hint for the second one. So look at the second one. Okay, so here I am going to give the hint for you. So the second one is actually like this: x minus y is equal to 2. X minus y is equal to 2. So now it is better to shift minus y towards the right side. It will become what? And shift 2 towards the left side. It will become x minus 2 is equal to y. Okay, minus y become plus y, plus 2 become minus 2. Now I am going to reverse this equation. Y is equal to what? X minus 2. So now this is actually the equation, and put this one as equation number 2, and this will be as it is 1. Okay, so now you have to take different values of x, and you will get different values of y. Okay, corresponding to the value of x, and you have to plot the graph as it is. Okay, so and it is very easy. I think you can solve the second one. Now I will move on to the third one. It is given like this: y is equal to 3x. Here there is no need to reduce this one, because this is already given like this, y is equal to something, so like that. So that's why I'm not going to rewrite the given equation. So that's why I'm going to choose this one as the equation 1 itself, and then immediately I'm going to draw the graph of this one. Before that, you have to identify the sum of the points. So now let us write on some solution. So there is no restriction to write on this much number of solution. If you just write on only 2 solution, it will be enough to plot the graph, because if you have only 2 points, then you can draw the straight line. Okay, to draw a straight line, 2 points will be enough. Okay, so that's why just if you find out only 2 solutions, you can write on the graph. Okay, so there is no restriction to find out 4 solutions, 6 solution, like that. So if you find out just 2 solutions, it will be enough, even though I am going to find out 3 solutions here. So now look at here, I'm going to place x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. Let us see what will happen. Put x is equal to 0 in 1, then y is equal to 3 into x means 0, it will become 3 into 0 0, so that's why 0, so point 0 comma 0. So in the same sense, put x is equal to 2 in equation number 1, then y is equal to 3 into 2, which is equal to 6. Okay, so that's why when x is equal to 2, y value is 6. Then put x is equal to 4 in 1, so then it will become what? Y is equal to 3 into 4, it will become what? 12. Okay, so that's why when x is equal to 4, y value will become what? 12 actually, like this. Okay, now these are all the points. Now I have to plot the graph. Now I have written the coordinate plane already, the same scale, but you can take different scale here. If you want to write on 2 4 6 8, okay, here also 2 4 6 8, then it will become 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. You can take the that kind of scale also, but I'm not going to take like that. I'm going to take the previous scale as it is. Now try to locate 0 comma 0 means what? It is the origin itself. Okay, origin. So this is actually the point 0 comma 0. Next 2 comma 6, here 2 and 6 means here it is present. Okay, so therefore it will become what? 2 comma 6. And the next point is actually what? 4 comma 12. Okay, here it is the 4 and 4 comma 12 means this is actually the point. Okay, so this is the point 4 comma 12 actually. Okay, so now I have to join all these points. So now look at here. So this is the origin, this is origin, and this is 2 comma 6, 2 comma 6 and 4 comma 12. Okay, now I'm going to join all these lines. If you get a graph like this, okay, and you have to write down arrow marks at the end, and this is actually the required graph. So now this completes the solution of the third one. So now I will give the hint for you for the fourth one. Look at the fourth equation. It is given actually what? Given equation is actually like this. 3 is equal to 2x plus y actually. 3 is equal to 2x plus y. And it is better to shift 2x towards the left side. 3 minus 2x is equal to y. I'm going to reverse this equation. Y is equal to 3 minus 2x. Okay, so now you can place any value for x. If you place 0, x is equal to 0, 2 into 0 it will become 0, and then 3 minus 0 means 3, means you will get x is equal to 0, you will get what? Y is equal to 3. I'm going to give the points directly for you. And if you place x is equal to 2, 2 into 2 it will become 4. 3 minus 4 means, okay, if you place x is equal to 2, 3 minus 4, okay, 3 minus 4 means it will become minus 1. In the same sense, I'm going to put one negative number for you. Okay, I'm going to put minus 2. X is equal to minus 2. Okay, you can take 4 also. I'm going to put minus 2. So if you put x is equal to minus 2, minus 2 into minus 2 it will become 4 plus 4. 4 plus 3 it will become 7. Okay, for minus 2 it will become 7. So it will be enough. I think 3 points will be enough actually. If you mark this point and draw the line, then that completes the solution of the fourth one, and it is an exercise for you. Now look at the second question. It is like this. Give the equations of two lines passing through 2, 14. How many more such line are there and why? Okay, so this type of question is already given in the example section. I think this type of example is actually the number example, I think 5 maybe. Okay, so you can, if you refer the example 5, you can also understand this question. Just look at here, then you can solve the example 1. So now look at here, look at the solution first. Here the given data is already written. It is what one point is given for you, x comma y is equal to 2 comma 14 I have taken. So now look at here, you have to form a linear equation so that its solution is 2 comma 14. Okay, so now to write down a linear equation whose solution is 2 comma 14, you can do like this. You can form any number of linear equation. Now look at here. So now I'm going to consider like this. Consider x plus y. Okay, so x plus y means x is equal to 2, y is equal to 14, which is equal to, it will become what? 16. Okay, so therefore x plus y is equal to 16. Okay, is a linear equation. Okay, is a linear equation. So now you have to operate like this. Even though you can consider like one more thing. Okay, if you consider like this, consider x minus y. I'm going to consider x minus y. You can consider in any way, but it must satisfy the this number, that is 2 comma 14 must satisfy this equation. Okay, now x minus y will become what? 2 minus 14. 2 minus 14 means it will become minus 12. So therefore x minus y is equal to minus 12 is a linear equation. Okay, linear equation. And 2 comma 14 forms solution of this one. Okay, so now you can verify here. So 2 comma 14 is the solution of this one actually or not. Okay, now look at here. If you place x is equal to 2, y is equal to 14, 2 plus 14 16, 16 is equal to 16. So by this you can understand what 2 comma 14 is the solution of this linear equation. Is it clear for you? Okay, actually I'm going to form linear equation so that 2 comma 14 is its solution. Now look at here, for this one also 2 comma 14 is solution. Look at here, if you place x is equal to 2, y is equal to 14, 2 minus 14, 2 minus 14 means minus 12, minus 12 is equal to minus 12, equation satisfied. So that's why it's a solution of this equation. Okay, now I have generated two equation. Okay, in this way actually in the problem I think give the equations of two lines. Okay, just he is going to ask two, but if you want you can generate one more equation actually. Okay, so now you can consider in this way. Okay, so try to multiply any particular number for x and y. Now look at here, I'm going to consider like this 2x minus y or plus y, whatever it may be, 2x minus y. So 2 into x means what, 2, minus y means what, 14. Okay, so then 2 into 2 4, and then minus 14, so it will become what, minus 10. So therefore 2x minus y is equal to minus 10 is a linear equation. Okay, I have generated one more linear equation, but actually he is asked only two linear equations. Okay, equation of lines actually he is going to ask, not the graph. Here there is no necessity to draw the graph here, just you have to form the equation. Okay, look at here, this is actually the linear equation. Even if you place x is equal to 2, y is equal to 14, this equation is also satisfied. Okay, so in this way you can generate any number of linear equations. Okay, I think this is actually added in the question, how many more such lines are there and why. Okay, so now I am going to clarify this one by the graph. Okay, so this is a rough diagram. Okay, if you write on rough diagram it will be enough, there's no need to write on this one in the graph sheet. Now this is a rough diagram. I am going to locate the 2 comma 14 and let's imagine it will be present here. Okay, so now this is the point 2 comma 14. So now you have to understand one important thing. So I'm going to draw a straight line like this. Okay, straight line like this. Okay, and this line is actually passing through the point 2 comma 14. So it is actually a linear equation. Let us imagine it is a one of the linear equation, graph of a linear equation, because it is a straight line, that's why. In the same sense I'm going to draw one more straight line passing through this point. Okay, like this. Okay, so and definitely this will present one more linear equation. Okay, and I'm going to draw one more linear equation for you. Okay, like this. So now look at here, this is another straight line and this will represent the third linear equation. Okay, so in this sense if you try to draw the lines passing through this point, you will get infinitely many points, because through a single point we can draw how many straight lines, infinite. Okay, your answer should be what, infinite number of straight lines can be drawn through a single point, remember. Okay, through a single point. So because of this reason so the answer for how many such lines are there, so the answer is there are infinitely many such lines. Okay, first you have to write down there are infinitely many such lines, because he is going to ask the reason also, because through a point we can draw infinite number of straight lines, so this is the reason for that question, infinite number of straight lines. This completes the solution of the second one. Now look at the third question. It is like this, if the point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y is equal to ax plus 7, find the value of a. Now look at the solution. Given is already written. Okay, it is like this. Given point 3 comma 4, I'm going to consider this one as x comma y. Okay, 3 comma 4 lies on the graph of 3y is equal to ax plus 7, means it is a linear equation. Graph of the linear equation is a straight line. On this straight line 3 comma 4 is present, means by this we can understand what, if the point 3 comma 4 lies on this straight line, means 3 comma 4 is a solution of this equation. Okay, so I'm going to write down here, this implies 3 comma 4 is solution of 3y is equal to ax plus 7. Okay, so now x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4. If you substitute here the values of x and y, this equation must be satisfied. Okay, so then you can immediately find out the values of value of a. Okay, so therefore I'm going to substitute 3 comma 4 in equation. It will become like this, 3 into y means it is actually 4 is equal to a into x means what, it is equal to 3 actually, and plus 7 is there. Okay, so now 3 into 4 means it will become 12 is equal to 3 into a, and then plus 7. I'm going to shift 7 towards the left side. 12 minus 7 is equal to 3a. 12 minus 7 means it will become 3 plus 2 6. Okay, plus 6 is equal to 3a, and then it will become 6 divided by 3 is equal to a. So 3 ones are, and then 3 twos are, so therefore 2 is equal to a, or a is equal to 2. Okay, so that's why, therefore you can write on the conclusion now, a required value of a is 2. Okay, so this completes the solution of the third one. Remember one important thing, question number 4, 6, 7, 8, they are actually situational problems, means he is going to give a daily life situation for you, and you have to convert that one as a linear equation into variable, and you need to give the solution what he is going to ask. These problems are actually removed from your syllabus, and also in the example problems, example 7, it is actually a situational problem, so that's why there is no need to write on the example 7. And also I am not going to solve question number 4, 6, 7 and 8 because they are removed from your syllabus. That's why now I will move on to the question number 5. So question number 5 is actually like this: from the choices given below, choose the equation whose graphs are given in figure 4.6 and 4.7. Now I'm going to solve for figure 4.6, and figure 4.7 is an exercise for you. Okay, now look at the solution of figure 4.6. So now look at the graph is given like this, and the points marked on the graph is actually 1 comma minus 1, 0 comma 0, minus 1 comma 1, and there are 4 alternatives given for you, 4 linear equation, and you need to identify whose graph it is. Among the 4 option, 1 is right. You need to identify that one. So now look at here, I'm going to verify the first one. It is actually what, y is equal to x. Now how to verify this one? So now you have to put these points here. Okay, minus 1 comma 1 and 0 comma 0, 1 comma minus 1, and this equation should be satisfied for all the 3 points. Then only it is the right option, otherwise it is the wrong option. Okay, so now look at here, it must satisfy, this equation should be satisfied for all the 3 points. If it satisfies for a 2 point but not for 1, then it is not the right answer. Remember, so this equation should be satisfied for all the points, then only it is the right answer. Now look at here, if you put minus 1 comma 1 in this equation, okay, so put minus 1 comma 1 in y is equal to x, it will become like this. Y is equal to what? Here it is x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 1. Okay, now y means put 1. is equal to x means put minus 1. 1 is equal to minus 1. It's actually wrong, okay, but 1 not equal to minus 1. Okay, so now I'm not going to verify for 0 comma 0 and 1 comma minus 1, because here this equation is not satisfied for minus 1 comma 1 means definitely we can judge here. So the graph of this one, the graph what he has given, it is not the for y is equal to x. Okay, so that's why I'm not going to verify for the second one. I think for the second one you will get equal means satisfied, means 0 is equal to 0, it is right. But for the third one, once again you will get the wrong thing. Okay, the equation will not be satisfied for 1 comma minus 1. For 1 comma minus 1 you will get the reverse of this one. Okay, that is minus 1 is equal to 1, it is also wrong. Okay, so that's why the first equation, it will be satisfied for 0 comma 0 only, but even though I'm not going to continue here. Okay, so now I will move on to the second one. Okay, second one is actually what, x plus y is equal to 0. Now let us verify for this one. Put I'm going to it's already written second one. Okay, so that's why put minus 1 comma 1 in 2. Okay, so now let us see what will happen. X is equal to minus 1. Okay, so x means minus 1 and then plus y means 1, which is equal to 0 from the equation. Minus 1 plus 1 means 0 is equal to 0, satisfied. Okay, again I'm going to put one more pointer. Put next point is actually what, 0 comma 0 in 2. Okay, put 0 comma 0 in 2. Now let us see what will happen. Means x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. 0 plus 0. Okay, 0 plus 0 is equal to, right side is actually 0, right on as it is. 0 plus 0 means 0 is equal to 0, satisfied. Okay, and I'm going to put one more point, the last one. Put 1 comma minus 1 in 2. It will become like this. X is equal to 1 and then plus y is equal to minus 1 and is equal to 0 as it is. It will become what, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, and finally 0 is equal to 0 actually. Okay, so here also it is satisfied. Okay, by this we can stop here, I think. So because therefore x plus y is equal to 0 is satisfied for all the points, therefore given straight line is of the equation x plus y is equal to 0. Actually this is the graph of what, x plus y is equal to 0. I think there is no need to verify the third and fourth one, because your second one is right means then third and fourth will not be equal actually, even though you can verify the for the third and fourth one also. Okay, look at the third one, y is equal to 2x actually. So now I'm going to put this one. Put minus 1 comma 1 in third one. Okay, let us see what will happen. So it will become x is equal to, y means first 1 is equal to 2 into x is equal to minus 1. Okay, so 1 is equal to minus 2, but 1 not equal to minus 2 actually. Okay, here the first point itself doesn't satisfy third, so that's why there's no need to verify the second and third actually. And I will move on to the fourth one is actually what, equation is like this. 2 plus 3y is equal to 7x. Okay, now let us verify this one. Okay, now I'm going to write down here. Put first point, let us take minus 1 comma 1 in 4. Okay, now let us see what will happen. So 2 plus 3, y means 1, okay, is equal to 7, x means minus 1. So now look at here, 2 plus 3 into 1 means 3, 7 into minus 1 means 7, 3 plus 2 5 is equal to 7 minus 7, but 5 not equal to minus 7, it will not be equal to minus 7. Okay, 5 is equal to 5, 7 is equal to minus 7 is right, but 5 is equal to minus 7 is actually what, wrong. Okay, so that's why the fourth one is not satisfied by this point minus 1 comma 1 means it's not necessary to find out verify for the second and third one. Okay, so that's why 1, third and fourth are actually wrong. Okay, the right option is second one, x plus y is equal to 0, because this equation is satisfied by these 3 points, and if you take any point on this line, okay, and the coordinates, it is a solution of this equation. So that's why option 2 is the right answer. Okay, option 2 is right answer. In the same sense, you have to solve the figure 4.7 also, and the next important thing is you have to solve the example question. In the example 8 you will get the similar question for 5 also. You have to write on example 8, and example 6 it is related to the graph. You have to plot the graph and you have to write on example 6 also. And example 5 it's actually similar to that of the question I told initially for you. It is similar to that of example 2. Okay, sorry, question 2 in the exercise, and you have to write on the example 5 also. And this completes what the exercise 4.3, and also the topic graph of a linear equation in 2 variables. In the next class I will move on to the next topic, equations of lines parallel to x axis and y axis. Thank you one and all.